Meow meow, Davi. We're back after another break, and I'm snacking while we're talking about uh, what to do next to bring the session to a close. We have about 20 minutes more, and uh, your suggestion was like basically you said that you wanted to know more of the hot spots, like where you should focus your attention.
Yeah, more or
Like-
less I want to have a complete
Like a map,
self-practice
yeah.
to sort of go further in this loosening this knock knee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think so I want the hot spots and then a bit also what to do with them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I have a basic concept for that already.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is
So I do want to check that concept later.
Yeah. So what I sense is happening is that here at the ankle, you've understood the basic principles. Okay, it's fallen out of alignment. Maybe there was some injury. Both sides need to be addressed. You can address them simultaneously by doing slow opposite movements.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's helpful if you can connect that movement to the rest of your body. Now, you can't really see it, but like my left foot is doing the same thing my right foot is doing right now. And you see how I'm moving around on the roller? I'm like I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm snaking on it a bit, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So as you're exploring in this location, if you include curling up the toes and bending the knee, you can think like, here's the like first obvious place. So the next joint below it and the next joint above it create with it a pulley system.
So probably they're also out of alignment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitionally.
Okay.
If the ankle is out of alignment, for sure the toes are pulled out of alignment, and so is the knee.
Yeah.
Now, if the knee is pulled out of alignment, then so is the hip. If the hip is pulled out of alignment, then so is the sacrum and spine.
Yeah.
If the spine at the bottom part is pulled out of alignment, then so is the upper part. If the upper part's pulled out of alignment, then so is the collarbone and rib cage and neck and shoulders. And so you can see that it starts down here. It affects everything.
Yeah.
It affects everything. So you can start your exploration from any place where you feel discomfort or pain or misalignment. And most people, they notice the problem. Actually, either it's pain in the knee or pain in the lower back. They don't usually come because they have pain in their ankle.
Yeah.
But actually, the ankle is the source of the whole problem.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So
Yeah.
tuck 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 tuck.
Yep.
But if I start here, then I should go to all of those places.
Yeah,
a bit.
like one piece at a time.
Yeah.
When you feel like you've done enough of your knee, then move to your hip. When you
Yeah.
feel like you've done enough of the hip, move into your belly and your lower back.
Oh yeah, and you said whenever you're doing wherever you're working, work from the navel,
Oh.
right? Move from the navel, something like that.
That if you do the practice without integrity of the fascia line that runs through your center, then actually the lower and upper part of your body won't feel connected. If you engage the core tension sufficiently, you will feel a connection between your lower and upper body in a similar way that you feel it across your groin when you stretch your leg far enough.
Yeah.
That tension you get no matter what.
Yeah.
But the one where you can feel in your upper body the stretch that's happening in the lower body, that only happens if you maintain a tensegrity structure that includes your center.
Yeah.
Most people are very like bowed this way, and they really need to contract the obliques, the transverse abdominis, and the rectus abdominis quite a lot. When they do that, it naturally will lengthen the muscles in their spine.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult to lengthen the muscles in your spine when they've been contracted and wrapped in fascia
Yeah.
for 50 years.
So you need to loosen that
Right.
manually as
So
well.
while you're doing like your abdominal work, you might be on top of a roller or a ball or something that's
Ah,
at
yeah.
the same time giving you a massage in your lower back.
Yeah.
So in fact, here's a opportunity to illustrate that concept. So you can lie down on your back.
I have a question. You said when you feel like you've done your ankle enough move to the
Yeah.
knee. When do you feel that?
Like how much is enough?
Yeah, how much is enough?
How much time do you have?
Okay.
Right? If you have an hour to do a practice, maybe it's enough to do 5 minutes on each part and kind of try to be comprehensive. If you are really going for it, if you carve out a whole weekend, then I would say you might move in between multiple times.
Yeah.
Like you might be like, that's enough for now on my ankle, let's check the knee.
Yeah.
And then after you've done the knee, you might check the hip and be like, actually, I'm feeling some like cramp in my foot. And then you go to your foot.
Yeah.
So the body will tell you where to go
Yeah.
by freaking out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
And it really will. The places where the fascia is binding the muscles, but the muscles are really trying to move and release, it does cause some sort of short circuiting, and the nerve gets pinched. And sometimes when the nerve is pinched, you have these spontaneous contractions.
Yeah.
It's for sure letting you know that there's a problem there.
Yeah.
And you don't want to address it right there. Wherever is the cramp, you go exploring just downstairs neighbor and upstairs neighbor.
Okay. Not
And
right
also
on.
explore next door neighbor and next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Because everything that's around the point of sensation, contraction, it's all connected. It's like the guitar has the tuning pegs at the bottom and the top.
Yeah.
You can change it at either location, and then you can more easily pluck the string.
Yeah.
What you often need is to turn down the tension a little bit. And you can do that by going to the joint on either side of the place where the contraction is.
Yeah.
So you get the calf contracting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then what
I
you
get it
can
here.
do is you can shorten this area here. And this will create more space here.
Yeah. Like shorten.
Yeah,
Like
exactly
this.
like that. Or you can shorten here by bending your knee. And that also creates more space here.
Yeah.
If you do both simultaneously, then the thing just kind of can spread out and the cramp might go away right away.
Yeah.
Now, when the cramp has gone away, you've just done the movement that you need to shorten this as much as you can. It's as soft as you can make it. Now is the time to get in there and move it around and see which parts move and which parts don't. And you can be pretty rough with yourself. You can pet yourself the way you would pet a dog. Don't worry too much about is it right or wrong, but don't go too hard or too fast such that you feel like surprising pain.
Yeah.
There's an
Yeah.
intensity you might feel. It might actually feel pretty yummy.
Yeah.
I think that there's a type of sensation that some people call pain that I just call ooh yum. Yeah, that's deep. I like
Yeah.
that.
I think I
Yeah.
recognize that.
So when you find a place where you have that, if you explore just upstream or downstream, you're likely to find a place where it hurts a lot more. And that's where you can start to work, but work only at an intensity that you can tolerate without your body dysregulating your nervous system or causing contractions or even changing your breathing.
Yeah.
You find the depth that for you still feels okay. And one of the ways to make it feel better is by making sure that the part that is experiencing the pain is slowly growing into the pain, because then you're getting positive with it. You're choosing it from there. You have both the motor neurons and the sensing neurons simultaneously firing. Whereas mostly what we've trained is only one at a time. Sense and then fire, sense and then fire.
Yeah.
And then the firing is very sudden, stepwise. Bend your elbow. Okay, I did. But actually, if I sense as I bend, that I can do it really slowly and notice that as it's moving, I feel a little buildup of tension here. And if I just allow my wrist to open there, then the tension goes away. And
Yeah.
so by practicing doing these movements really, really slowly, you will find the next spot to touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
You're welcome. Super great question. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to lay it out like this. Because this is for all of you. You can do this. Everyone can do this. Yeah. So if you start with the ankle, it's eventually going to take you to your knee, right? And the knee, that includes behind the knee, right? And don't forget all of the stuff in between. So how much time do you spend on the stuff in between? It's really depending on what sensation you have in your body as you move. If you explore a fuller range of motion, especially if you sometimes forget your core tension, then you will occasionally kind of dislocate your hips and your shoulders. The more core tension I have, and the better I'm wrapping my scapula, my shoulder blade, into a retracted and externally rotated and adducted, drawing the elbow to the center line, the more I take this back here, the more space I have all through my rib cage and my spine for movement. The moment that I let this out here, I feel I have less movement capacity here. When I draw it really tight in, I have a lot more movement capacity. And that's also partially because when I hold the limb away from my center of gravity, balancing it requires a lot more energy. Every movement that I make here that affects this part, it's traveling a lot further, and I also have tension trying to hold it up. But when I rest it here, everything can just move a lot more easily.
Yeah.
So one of the lessons that our culture has taught us is that when you stand in a powerful position, and it looks like this, like Superman, right? But this is actually a super weak position from which you cannot defend yourself. In fact, this is a like, you can't hurt me position. Go ahead. I'm Superman. I'm invincible.
Yeah.
You bounce off this. This is the weakest position imaginable. You'd even bounce off this.
Yeah.
The strongest position possible would involve my arms being pretty close to the center of my body, my core engaged, my legs in a position that's not symmetrical. I'm coiled. Right now I'm loaded my right side. And so if you were to come and go ahead and just like slowly move your hand towards my face, that like it's really no problem for me to get out of the way, and I can off balance you with my tiniest movement.
Yeah.
Because I was already spiraled. If you do the same thing and I'm sitting in a position where I'm just like bilateral symmetrical, I can't really get out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just being like with this elbow tucked in and this elbow also tucked in, but notice they're doing opposite things. This one's externally rotated, this one's internally rotated, but they're both adducted.
Yeah.
I have an energy ball between my hands, and right now I'm twisting towards you. This time I'm wound up on the other side. Go ahead and slowly throw one of your hands towards my face. No problem. Go ahead and throw the other hand towards my face. Really, no problem. So this is how really, really good boxers, they just avoid the punches by like, they even almost let it touch them as it passes by. That's minimal energy,
Yeah.
right? If I can avoid it while even letting the glove scrape across my face, that's the best possible outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
And you were saying the lower.
yeah, so what I notice in you is that this area here is stretched.
Okay.
So I'll mimic your posture.
So I'm like this a bit.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to mimic your posture.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Now, from this position, I already feel pinching in my lower back, and the muscles in my lower back are quite tense. I'm just gonna reach behind and feel that, yeah, these muscles back here are working.
Yeah. I can feel them. Yeah.
Right. Now, go ahead and feel my back. You feel how tight, how strong those muscles are? Now I'm gonna bring my stomach muscles in. I'm gonna readjust my legs because actually the way that I was sitting just now prevents me from getting my stomach into its correct alignment. So for you to get your stomach into the correct alignment, it will require you to momentarily come out of this position before you go back in.
Okay.
So come on out of it. Come to like some sort of half kneeling sort of thing. Yeah, right? And then how much can you tuck your tailbone down and lift these muscles up? And notice that like when you do it, your limbs might spontaneously shorten. If you really contract enough from here, it will initiate some sort of adduction of your legs as well. There it was, yeah. That's your belly drawing every part of you to the center.
Yeah.
And if you draw a part to the center and you don't stop it, it will go to the other side. Right? This is foundational principle of dynamic movement. We start from wherever we are. Engage the core tension, everything comes to the center. I was over here. Now it's taking me there. If I don't resist the movement, then just from here, what'll happen is I allow myself to here. Now that's a big twist. I have a ton of power in my hips right now that can, fling my legs. And right now I'm modeling what happens if you fling them simultaneously. But what if even I were to like let just one leg go and then let it spiral and pull the other leg around? Now I have this huge stretch through my upper left side. If I pull my right leg through, this movement here is driven by the tension that I'm creating from up here.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't have that stretch from there, then I have to use my muscle to do it. And I'm actually falling that direction now.
Yeah.
So, did you see where it went?
There under the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you're trying to move with minimal effort, then mobilizing your center of mass is not necessary. So, if I'm just trying to if you're trying to touch my shoulder here, let's imagine that I'm in already a loaded spiraled position. Okay, I'm ready now. When you touch it, my center of mass didn't move at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My shoulders balanced each other.
Yeah.
My hands balanced each other.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it again. I mobilized my center of mass a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You still didn't punch me though. But now I'm like really compressed and loaded onto my toes here, and I'm negative.
Yeah.
I've fallen from my center. It's a very weak position. So if I combine these principles, I say go ahead and come to touch me. If I'm going to spiral around it while getting positive, I'm in a position to choose how we make contact and where.
Yeah.
I've basically declined your invitation for contact on my shoulder, and I've used your inertia to push my body actually. Watch, when you push me here, I can let it happen. It actually moves my right side closer to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can use that energy. And if I'm really coiled up already, I'm getting super positive now. So when you touch me, it's super easy for me to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas if I don't get positive first, I'm coiled up, right? This is really positive.
Mm-hmm.
Here's less positive. Go ahead and come in. I can still do that, but notice I didn't move towards you.
Yeah.
But if I coil first, when you touch, because I started positive, I fall into you.
Yeah.
I'm using that gravity for my laziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You have the same question still.
I do.
Yeah, I'm going to try to answer it succinctly because I know we have not much time.
Okay.
You're wondering which are the parts that you should touch when, or
Yeah.
which are the parts to prioritize.
Yeah, to prioritize. Let's
Right.
say that.
Yeah, so both sides of your ankle here, underneath your big toe here,
Yeah.
flattening all this part out here. You have to really you can use the ball on the bottom of your foot as well to just iron that stuff out. If it hurts real bad, it means that there's a problem.
Okay.
And from that problem comes an opportunity. So the foot, toes, ankle, this is the most important.
Okay.
If you don't do this part with all the other parts can't actually do it.
Yeah.
If you do them all at the same time, it works best.
Okay.
So here,
At the same time, meaning in the same session.
or even just longitudinally. If you have over the course of a week,
Yeah.
you make sure you touch
Okay.
every part of your body at least once.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's better than just doing the ankle for 2 weeks and then the knee for 2 weeks. It doesn't work that way.
No. But
Yeah.
at the same time, not in the same second, but.
Right. Well, and also when I'm working here and I get some sort of sensation here, I will do both at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
I get my finger on both. And even right now, I have the ball under my hamstring. I'm doing 3 at the same time.
Yeah.
But it kind of feels like I'm doing just one thing because I'm conceptualizing it as a full body exploration that includes my eyes and my neck, my other leg, and that I'm really changing positions frequently, moving through almost a full yoga practice.
Yeah.
And I will frequently, when I'm doing this sort of work on my hamstrings, I will find myself in a position like this, where I'm on the ground, relating with my bread in a different way, and I've got access to, to this part here. Now I'm working with gravity. My hand is pulling down. It's easier than pulling up,
Yeah.
and I'm also getting a great stretch.
Yeah.
And as I play with the rotation of this leg, I notice, I'm getting a cramp in my abdominal region. Cool. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to put my fingers right on the crampy spot. And then I'm going to try to bring my leg back into that same position. Oh, that hurts. Which means I'm doing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And so
you also go back and forth
right,
as you
so
follow
the-
the
so-
body
right,
alarms or...
Right. So I sense that like what you were asking for is kind of like a list, but actually it's everywhere. Like I can't really, other than tell you like definitely start from your feet and ankles.
Yeah.
And from your wrist and hands. Everything you've done to your feet, you can do the same thing with your hands.
Okay.
Yeah. Playing with how to press through this surface here.
Yeah. And I know the whole body is connected,
Yeah.
but it seems like if my knees are weird, then my hands are pretty far away from that.
Seems.
I mean, why my hands rather than my chest or somewhere else?
In order to align your chest, it requires first that your wrists and your hands are capable of bearing weight in a healthy way.
Okay.
In the same way like your feet. The actual, think of these as your arm feet.
I know, but...
Why does it have anything to do with your knees?
Yeah.
Well,
Let me turn that off.
yeah, go for it.
Well, not anything, but why prioritize that?
Okay, so you've come to me with a question about how to fix your knees.
Yeah.
And what I'm giving you is a solution to actually heal your entire body. You're not actually going to be able to fix your knees unless you heal your entire body. Trust me.
I do.
You can
I
try.
do.
Yeah, you can try to just approach it from here.
No, I do trust you.
Okay.
My question is where to start.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
say, well, start here,
Here.
and start with the hands.
And here. So it's the
But
same reason.
why not start here and here or here?
Oh, well, because if you start here,
Because you do say my hands, not my ears or
if
my
you
chest.
start here with your feet,
Yeah.
and you follow my basic, we'll call it the protocol. You mobilize here.
Yeah.
You try to establish the ability to press through there.
Yeah.
Then you're going to get cramps in your hamstrings or your calves, and then you follow the sensation.
Yeah.
If you do the same protocol with your hands, it will bring you to your forearms and your upper arms, and here into your shoulder girdle and your chest.
So in the sense of start at the extremities, in a sense.
Right. The other place would be your neck. And
Okay.
that will then take you down in. So if you start from the extremities and you work your way
Okay.
in, you have a chance of actually creating a functioning alignment that would allow you to run, jump, do handstands, and be really fluid in your movement, really flexible and strong. If you try to get your knee into the correct alignment and you become fixated on that part of the problem, you might not even notice that you also have a huge problem with your spine and your shoulders and your neck. You might not be aware of that. I am. Most people have. If you have that knocked knee thing, it comes as part of a package.
Yeah.
So,
And what I get from you is that package is best dealt with by starting from the various extremities of your body.
yes.
These ones, and
this
here.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That's the map
Yeah.
from the outside in.
Outside in, yeah.
And at the same time, strengthen your core. So inside out as well. You need to have that core tension in order to get the information about the alignment that you need.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this like
But that's
giraffe that pops out of a box
I've
and
not.
then you can push a button and it kind of sucks itself back in?
I've not. But
Okay.
the inside out seems to be a slightly different way of working in the sense that it's not so much loosening the fascia here, but here there's a bit more emphasis on strengthening,
Definitely.
and here it's more on loosening and
Also
mobilizing,
Also strengthening.
also strengthening.
Because all these muscles that have become bundled up in their tight, round shape,
Yeah.
they're weak in that shape. Like a muscle's ability to do work is the difference between its totally relaxed state and its totally contracted state.
Yeah.
So if my muscle can start from here and contract all the way to here, that's quite a lot of work. But if it's contracted to here and what it's doing is just this, it can do this with a lot of strength and stability, but it can't do this. And
Yeah.
so the flexibility is then limited, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if it's been just doing this, And suddenly you like peel off all the layers of fascia so that it can relax to here.
But it doesn't have the power yet.
What it needs to do is build the strength in this range of motion from being really elongated to being partially contracted.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any experience with that.
Yeah.
Whereas the muscles on the other side, the antagonist muscles, they have quite the opposite experience. They've been lengthened all the way.
But they don't know how to be a ball.
Yeah, they've never balled.
Yeah.
So they both need to develop a different type of ability of contracting. And when you train, you can tense the muscle while you're lengthening it. It's a positive repetition. You can tense the muscle while you're slowly shortening it. That's a negative repetition. And you can also get the muscle into its exerted state and hold it there for a long time. That's called isometric. So there's concentric, eccentric, and isometric contraction.
Yeah.
And you want to practice all three of those.
Yeah.
Because each of them will help you get at the edge that you don't have the ability yet. And again, like opposite sides of the body tend to have these kind of opposite patterns.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll find as you start to realign here and here, you're gonna get tons of cramps and stuff here through your lower leg.
Yeah. And then I go
Right.
around the area of the cramp.
Yeah, play with it. Play all around it. Get really curious to explore which parts of the fascia are mobile and which are harder. And that's mostly what I'm feeling for. How much can I mobilize this? How much, when I push in, how deep does it let me go? Here a bit deeper, here a bit deeper, here way deeper, here even deeper, here even deeper. So this part's healthier. This part has some sort of holding pattern. And sometimes the holding pattern is in your mind. There's nothing actually wrong with the fascia, but the brain thinks it needs to contract the muscle for some purpose. And oftentimes it has learned, like, oh, if I want to stand up and function as a human being, all these muscles along the spine, the erector muscles, they have learned to just
They must be,
contracted all the time.
Yeah.
Even when a person lies down and thinks that they're relaxing, the muscles are still contracted.
Yeah.
And then the spine functions as a column, not as a constantly updated snaky structure. Yeah. So yeah, start from the extremities, work your way in. Remember that core tension is important. Strengthen your core. Like do abdominal exercises every day that include a range. Here, can you slide up a tiny bit? I would suggest if you do like 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest, and you just carve out like 20 minutes, and you do it 4 times a week. Most important thing as you're doing this, lower back is flat to the ground. I'm intentionally reversing the curvature of the lumbar spine and trying to decrease the distance between my hips and my rib cage. And then you can do these, you can do these, you can do these, you can do these. Ooh, these are fun. These will really challenge you because it requires the deeper abdominal muscles that I suspect are a bit underdeveloped. These as well, when you get on your side, and I'm really contracting here. Now my knees are a tiny bit bent. If I lock my knees out, it's so much harder. But even in order to lock my knees out...
I don't have more capacity to take things in. I notice.
Okay. Would you like to wrap it up? Or would you just like a moment to rest?
I would like to wrap it up very soon because I gotta go. I'm checking whether I want to sort of repeat a few core points first. But maybe I have it pretty well. Let me just check inside for a moment.
I have a question also, but I can wait.
I think I got it.
I sense that you got it.
Nice.
The most important thing is just practicing consistently. And don't think that you need to carve out 30 minutes for it. That you actually can do it while you're doing other things. if you're ever watching a video and your hands are free, you can be doing this.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, I'm getting that.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What was your question?
Do you have a routine of strengthening your abdominal muscles presently?
Yeah.
What do you do normally?
Well, I'm in a movement group, Hidden Body. Once a week I do sort of solo strength exercises, and in this group we do a lot of different things. But one thing one thing I do solo is like this one.
Mm-hmm. Can you eliminate a little bit more of the space from there? There we go. You pull this one tighter. Like, can you compress the space here? I'll show you in my body what it feels. Touch your own abs first so you have a comparison. I feel like I can change how much I'm pulling in. The ability to vary that subtly will really support you. Can you try it?
Pull in.
Yeah, did you feel how my belly was actually, while I'm in this? Yeah. So can you go, this one, can you go further? Yeah. Cool. So I sense that actually the part that's going to help you the most, it's here.
Huh.
The ability to pull your rib cage down a bit will off balance you if you don't counterbalance it by pulling your shoulders down and back at the same time. So when you pull, in gymnastics they call this hollow body, and it makes you a bit like a banana.
Mm-hmm.
And the key is, if I lie with my hands and my feet like this, when I contract my belly, this top part, it really initiates something in my arms also.
Yeah.
If I begin in some like asymmetrical position, and I do it, and if I now add the lower part as well, there's something deeper. It involves like a pulling down towards the ground and up towards my head that really lengthens the backside of the body. It's tough to lengthen the backside of the body when you have super tight erectors, which is why we got the ball in the first place. You see him?
It's
Here it is.
there. But I do have to go.
You have to go, yeah, but just so you understand.
Yeah.
You can lie on your back. You can put this guy in there
Yeah.
just for like 10 seconds. So go down slowly, right? And you might need to reposition yourself so that you find a spot where the ball feels like it's like really doing something.
It's doing something.
Oh yeah, so while you're there, then instead of being like open, be a little bit more drawn in the wings, and also with your knees, your feet, get your feet on the ground and feel how you can use your feet to kind of drive the whole body. Yeah. This is now a full body release experience where the muscles in the back of your body will stand a better chance of releasing if you are actively exploring the antagonist muscles and the agonist muscles. They should be doing stuff, both of them.
Also, the ones that are running on the ball, they should be.
Yep.
Wow, it's a weird sensation.
Those should be also exploring some gentle contraction and release.
Okay.
Yeah. So both sides simultaneously. And because you've got now pressure on the back side, you can take your hand, you can get on the front side, you can have both at the same time and start to play with lateral flexions of your spine, twisting movements of your spine, and try to drive it all from the feet. Yeah, and the shoulder blades, those can also work into the ground. Yeah. There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you go basically in all directions.
Yeah, just try not to roll directly over your spine. Like, if you do, it'll feel super uncomfortable.
Not to cross the spine with the ball.
Yeah, the ball should run in the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but the ball does also move
Up and
up and down, and
that's
so-
why it's nice to just round. you can kind of roll on it.
Nice.
Wow. The ball is also really good down here, in the sacral iliac area, all around the edge, like where the piriformis comes into the glutes. It's kind of like here. You can get onto your side a little bit, put the ball in there, and you're guaranteed to have a sensation. Let me see if you can contract from here. It's going to draw this whole leg much closer into your body. Yeah. But without lifting it from the ground. Like, don't do extra work. Yeah. Now you have this tension across the center here, right? At some point in time, you'll probably start to feel pinching somewhere.
Yeah.
Stick your fingers in there. And even right now, I would have my fingers like in here, kind of like playing with this stuff. Anywhere that you feel the tension building up in the body,
Yeah.
it's a place where hypothetically there's something to release.
Yeah.
If you feel like a nice, equally distributed, soft, comfortable line of tension across the whole system, then you've done it.
Yeah.
But if there's one spot where it's like, ooh, I really feel it here, that's where you go investigating. But again, don't go right on the spot. Explore where on that same line there is an entrance point, like the zipper is open.
Yeah.
And then explore.
You come in through the most open point.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's almost always closer to the extremity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, that's not true.
Oh, shit.
In the upper leg, it's often closer to the groin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It varies. But you'll feel it. That's the thing. Like, in every body, it's different. And
Yeah.
actually, the moment that I said that thing, I was like, actually, I think that's false. I think it's more the other way. I think you're more likely to find the softer areas maybe a little bit higher up, but it depends on which part of the body you're touching. So
Yeah.
just remain curious and practice. Yeah.
Great.
This was great.
Yeah.
I feel super fulfilled by it.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It was my pleasure.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going away for a week
Yeah.
of holidays in a place which is very much focused on embodiment. So
Oh, great.
it'll be a great time to dive into this stuff.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Thanks
Yeah.
a lot.
You're welcome.
And now I will have to go pretty quickly.
Yep. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.